What's up, everybody? So, along my series of dumb, easy, strategic, super things that'll rank you up, I wanted to go after 2v2, and because I did 1v1 last time, I'll do 3v3 next. In this 2v2 game, I wasn't really warm. I jumped on just to kind of play for a little bit, and really, I'm not trying to rank up, but nobody likes to lose. So I was in ranked. I got Bubble Butt TV, which is the best name ever, and Twerkisha, I don't know, Douglas Bubble Trousers. So me and Bubble Butt are going to destroy these dudes. Spoiler alert. But the gist of it is this. I'm going to walk you through my mindset, but I'm going to walk you through not what I wanted to do, because in life you have choices and it's about what you manage, right? So one of the things I want to do through this channel is give practical application about just fun stuff like video games, but also give you some idea about who I am and some of the beliefs I have, and maybe they're interesting to you, or maybe it helps you out somewhere in life or whatever, right? So just kind of passing along some good spirit. So one of the things to remember is I want to win this game more than I want to show out. I want to win this game more than I want, and like, so that mental choice is what you'll see through the entire game. So you'll see me like, ooh, I want to go for that, but then I stop and I come back and I go, but it's a bad choice. And so I don't do it. That's discipline. And when you can get experience, which is wisdom, and you team it up with discipline, you can really get some powerful things to happen, whether it be ranking up in Rocket League or creating a company or becoming a great parent or whatever your life goal is. A lot of it meets experience or understanding or education or training meet discipline, because you can have all the education in the world, but if you're not disciplined enough to actually take action the way that you're supposed to, it's kind of like I coached basketball, I played football, played basketball, and within all those sports, within anything you do, you have choices. And there's times when you can be a little bit lazy and it's a little bit more fun to do it this way. It may, because the outcome may be even really cooler, but it's not the right play because it's not disciplined. It's not what your team chemistry or your team motto is. And some of that is what your coach or your parents or your teachers are trying to do. And if you don't have anybody in your life like that, maybe I can be that channel, right? So I know Shay Carl, that's kind of how he grew his channel, was just showing his family off. I didn't want to be that non-private. I wanted to have more of a private life, but I did want to share a lot of the thinking I have behind it. Now, if all that's boring, I'm sorry, but skip to whatever point in the video it says below. I'll mark it so you can know when the gameplay starts. Okay, so now that we're ready, something else someone told me was to show more of my personality in these videos, and my personality is very funny. I feel funny. I don't know. So let's just get into it. Okay, I'm going for kickoff. I'm on the left. Left always goes. If you didn't know that, I don't know what to tell you. Bad kickoff. I'm probably gonna go back and look at that again, actually, just for myself. See that move? Like, this is something I'm working on. The first move is it's choppy. So I'll actually break this down right now because I need to look at it for myself. How do I do this? Okay. Yeah, I don't watch many replays. I watch them, but it's with someone else controlling them, telling me. Verge. Verge is controlling it and like telling me what I'm doing. So my first turn to the left and then flip is 2 parts. It should be 1, and it's not yet. I'm trying to work on that. But you'll see it at 10% here. I'm not going to break down the whole game like this. This is something I'm specifically working on right now myself, so I want to watch it. I don't know why. I always have a habit of looking behind me. Just kind of looking over there. I know he's there. I don't know. Yep, so we're going to wait the 25 minutes, sorry. Is my game froze? What are all these flakes? What are the orange stripes? Oh, we're doing it. Okay, here we go. Boost, boost, turn, 1, and then my second. See those 2 chops, and then I flip? I didn't let go of the left stick. I didn't turn enough, and I didn't trust it. Okay. Okay, we're coming in. We're coming in hot, boys. I got double kickoff, it looks like. No, the other guy's back. Oh. I did win. I won the kickoff. You won the first kickoff, won the game. That's all you know. All right, guys, next channel, next time. So if you win the first kickoff, you win the first game. That's the easiest way to rank up. It doesn't really happen that way. It feels that way sometimes if you can get a quick goal. You're 1-0. The other team's dismantled. You've already got an advantage. You play the rest of the game better. So I really try to make a point for me personally to win the first kickoff. When you're solo queuing like I am here, winning the first kickoff is like a tip of the hat, right? So it's like a nod to your teammate, hey, I'm pretty good, or hey, I actually try, or hey, I got lucky that one kickoff. But you know as well as I do, you kind of watch your teammate the first minute and 15 seconds, all the way to maybe 2 minutes into the game to see their style. Are they good? Do they understand control? Are they a fast, crazy ball chasing player? Are they more of a control? You get what I mean. And so for me, winning the first kickoff, taking that possession, knowing where my teammate is, this is all really important when I'm solo queuing. It kind of independently tells me whether or not I'm gonna have a good game or if it's gonna be a struggle bus, right? And so in this one, I win the first kickoff, and so we'll just take it up from there. I don't remember my point before that because I had to clean up a bunch of stuff on my computer. So it's been like 30 minutes since I was all hyped. I was hyped, dude. I was hyped for y'all. I was hyped up in here. So I look up. I have no idea where my teammate is, or do I? I'm gonna go back and watch just to see if I do. Okay, so right now he should be back on my back right, which is why I kind of, I had an idea there. It didn't work. I trust him. I trust him. I trust him. See, I'm staying real cautious. And this is my rank up point. The entire video is going to be about, right now, there's two versions of it, right? There's the version where I'm at, which is safe. I can turn, let me see how good I am at this. All right, there's two versions of this, right? So you see me, I'm spaced out. I'm in the right quadrant, right? So if you've ever seen the Kev Pert video where it kind of dove up the field, right? There's like quadrants. You can kind of see the squares like, this is a square. That's a square. That's a square. That's a square. Final square, right? And I think he did 4. So me being 1 square or diagonal away is a good place to be. I could be here. I could be there. I can't be in the same box as my guy, right? That's my idea. I mentally try to stay 2 boost pads away. And you see, as they get closer, that can be a little bit closer. As you get in the midfield, you want to space out a little bit because pinches in here are really tough. Where's everybody's here? I know where this guy is. And so my worry is if he turns, challenges, and pinches this way, can this guy turn and put a shot before I can get back? If that makes sense. So we'll drop down here and I'll show you what I'm thinking. So there's a version where I can be, my light just fell because my phone vibrated. I'm gonna work on getting lights and stuff for you guys. I'm hitting my mouse and stuff. So, I gotta send my link to J-Rob, my son. I will, son. I will send you that link, son. I love you. I love you too, Annalise and Christina. It's my wife and daughter. I have by the way, guys, I have a 20-year-old and a 15-year-old. That sounds crazy saying that. And me and my wife are 37 right now. She'll be 38 here soon. Coming up this way. My worry is this guy challenges, ball pinches over there, that guy hits. I have to get back and circle around to block his hit. Preferably I would be right here so I could actually keep a better view. I'm not, so I ain't. So here we go. It's gonna be real choppy. And let me apologize now because I've had some issues. I'm gonna learn this stuff. We're gonna get really good at this. Me and you, we're gonna be a thing. You may not know it yet, but you know what I'm saying? We got that, connection. You know what I'm saying? Yep, it's there. You may not know it yet, but I love you. I do. I really do. I really, really do. I love our community. I love Rocket League. I got good at the game by playing while I was on conference calls and doing stuff in free play and just kind of clowning around while I was doing other stuff or waiting on a file to get back or waiting on whatever. Put a lot of hours in that way. Anyway, so here I am, and now I've got 100, and instead of, again, racing in, I'm waiting. Still real right here, instead of challenging, I see my teammate. I'm ready to go backwards, right? So I'm playing not cautious. I'm playing for him to ball chase because that seems to be what he wants to do, and for me to be the guy that's going to clean up when cleanup's ready, and we'll just play that way, right? So I'm not going to talk a lot more during this game. This was probably the most risky thing I did in the game early on, and I just didn't think this guy suspected it. He catches, ball gets right there. He's blind. You may not know it, but he can't see a thing. He can only see the ball, right? So look at that. This is why I knew the challenge, right? And a lot of people do this. Boom. So he flicks it over that guy. Okay, great. Boom. He sees me backwards. He has no clue. I'm going to challenge. And this is why ball carrying is so much more difficult. Johnny Boy just put out a video, and this is actually part of the reason I did this, was, in my opinion, he should have, like, I'll show you how I would have played this out. Or how he should have played this out. I'm not going to say this is the way I would have played it out. Because he did a decent job of getting past the first guy. A lot of times that's what you want. And Torquisha's job is to be back there. But right here, when he makes that touch, I would have tried to get on this side of the ball to kind of keep it over here, so it doesn't seem as threatening to me. So I'll just kind of go back over here, right? So we'll kind of walk through that. I would have, okay, right here, I would have just gotten on this side. I would have either crossed over, because I know my teammate's going this way, crossed over to here, or if I could get on the other side of the ball, I would have gotten right here, and I would have pushed it this way. I would have not have put it on top of my car. I would have just pushed it one bounce this way, just to be able to see and have vision of what was in front of me. And that's really the hardest thing about this level of Rocket League, is when to have vision and when to go. So here's what he did. He's toast. If he didn't flick right now, he has no way of knowing. He's not moving his ball cam. He doesn't know anything of where I'm at or what I'm going to do. And this is the riskiest thing I did. It worked. I could have got scored on. If he flicks right now, I'm toast. It works. Here we go. Okay, so there's my one risky thing. I did it because I didn't feel like it was that risky. And again, watch my guy. Okay, he's up. It doesn't come dead middle, so I'm good. All right, I'm just going to rotate back. Is that guy going to get to it? Nope, he's messed up. I'm going to hit it over to him. And this way, instead of shooting, right? So instead of shooting, I'm not banging a shot. I see Bubble back there, right? So if you look at what I'm looking at right here. All right, Torquisha. Okay, Torquisha's messed up. He didn't like my setup, so he didn't go. That's fine. I'm in a bad spot here because Bubble, kind of. This is what you don't want to do, guys. And I'm not picking on Bubble. Right here, he did not go for my setup. He rotates all the way over here, and now he comes back over midfield. I don't know where he thinks I'm going to be. Like, he might know there's no boost, and so he thinks I'm not going to come up. But, I mean, the right position for me is actually to be, like, that was a bad touch by me. That's a good center. He went over there, so I know I'm challenging this ball. So, like, up until this moment, right here, and the boost is not there even though it's messed up on replay. I'm thinking maybe it'll spawn because I know when it was taken. As far as I'm concerned, Bubble Butt is behind me going back to goal. I'm going to turn and get in front of this ball, and then I'm like, oh, snap. Bubble Butt has broken protocol, right? Which is fine, except it even left me in a worse spot because I really don't have any boost. I don't have a prayer right here. I didn't get that boost. He gets ball, boost, goes up to the other side. I'm really just trying to pick these up and kind of get over there to bump that guy if he was going to mess something up. And again, twerk might hit something. Don't know what was going on there. So now I'm just going to kind of ride this out, right? So I'm just going to play it slow. We got control. Get it around the guy. I wanted to get that bump around the second guy. And then now I'm just making it frustrating for him. I've wasted all my boost. It was terrible. Bad plays all around. But mainly, if you see what my play style is becoming, is just to be the anchor. The guy that, and Bubble filled up on boost as he went over that boost over there. So I'm not going to dive in And again, right here, I'm trying to get that same touch I did earlier back to center. I didn't, but they both went, so they were messed up on rotation. Bubble gets a decent touch. I'm ready. I'm bumped. I'm going to go back to goal because of the bump. Again, just going to make myself as big as possible, middle of the net. He's going to get a touch. He passes to Bubble. Bubble makes a good shot. Again, kickoffs, always important. Bubble gets a touch around that guy. No reason to go for that, in my opinion. But I get a shot out of it, so I make the most out of it. Here's what tells me it's hard to win. We're up 3-1. That ball goes. There's no reason for that. Like, it's just not a good idea. This is how you don't win. Like, go back to goal, wait a second. You don't have to play passive, but that's a pretty risky ball to go for if you're trying to get, if you were down 2, if the other guy's up, right? So the thing I'm going to say is I heard that he was up, and pretty sure that he could have heard he was up if he was listening. So overall, that's how you win. You rank up by playing smart. You let your discipline step in, and you execute on your discipline, and you start that habit of knowing where your teammate is, buying time when he's in a bad spot or he's landed bad. That's going to be the biggest difference between, I would say, Platinum and Champ 2-1 right there, like the end of Champ 1, beginning of Champ 2, is just playing smart around your teammates' mistakes. And when you make a mistake, playing smart to get back and play defense, because there's only 5 goals scored in this game, a few saves. So there's only like 7 or 8 moments that mattered in the entire game as far as winning and losing. The rest of it is all just kind of trying to play a little chess and checkers. So you got to think of it like those 8 moments, you want to be in the right spot to make the right play. You want to be in the right boost and everything else you have to make that play. And let them make mistakes, and you capitalize off that instead of trying to force something. Now, that'll get you to Champ 1. Let's say Champ 1. Champ 1 to 2 is when you start having to make shots and speed up. Champ 2 to 3 is a real big speed increase and take really a lot more control touches. Being able to have more mechanics starts becoming a thing. But if you're struggling to get to Champ, this gameplay and just this mindset will help you get there. And again, it's going to take you forming a habit by being wise and gaining that experience, and then creating discipline from doing it in game consciously to where you do it unconsciously, naturally, and then you can start working on a lot more mechanics and getting better faster. Guys, I really enjoy doing this for you. I hope it helps you a lot. This applies in life, so go out there and apply it today.